Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we're going to be comparing a Shelby Raptor to a Raptor R. The premise of this video is that you are a wealthy business owner that just got a call from your tax guy saying that you made way too much money this year and you need a big write-off, or else Uncle Sam is really going to give it to you and not even take you out to dinner. So if that is your scenario, should you go Shelby Raptor or Raptor R? Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Carl Malone Ford here in Park City, Utah, for giving me some time with both of these trucks. Both of these trucks are available for sale for the time being, so if you're interested, I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So powering the Raptor R is a supercharged 5.2 liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are a whopping 700 horsepower and then 640 pound-feet of torque. And then powering the Shelby Raptor is a twin-turbo 3.5 liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now power outputs with this are 525 horsepower and then 675 pound-feet of torque. So it's down in horsepower compared to the Raptor R, but it actually has more torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with style, the Raptor R looks very similar to a normal Raptor, but there are some special style cues. So you guys can see here with the hood, you've got the V8 decal, which is really cool. It's got a bunch of 8s there in the center. And then the power dome is a bit bigger. Obviously got the orange on the R's to signify it is a Raptor R. And then like the grill's all blacked out, whereas on a regular Raptor, it is metallic gray. And you guys probably noticed these trucks are the exact same color. Didn't happen by accident. Popping over to the Shelby Raptor, you can see you've got this special hood. You also have these crazy looking stripes. And then there's a little bit of like venting here on the end with the hood. And then you can see Shelby here on the front end. And then we do have this special bumper with the huge light bar as well. So yeah, regardless, let me know which front end look you like more out of the two. Now around the side here with the Raptor R, we've got 37s wrapped around 17-inch wheels. And then with the Shelby Raptor, we've got 37s, but they're wrapped around 18-inch wheels. And you can see with the design on the Shelby Raptor wheels, I would say they look quite a bit cooler compared to the Raptor R. And then notice with the Shelby Raptor, you've got these mud terrain tires, whereas with the Raptor R, you've got all-terrain tires. Now, something else to notice is that the Shelby Raptor is lifted a little bit, whereas the Raptor R is obviously stock with the suspension. And so here's the side profile on the Raptor R, so you guys can kind of see the stance overall with the truck. And then you guys can see again with the decal there on the side with all of the 8s. And then here's your side view with the Shelby Raptor. It definitely has a slightly taller stance compared to the Raptor R, so that lift does do a little bit in terms of the presence. And you guys can see like the Shelby thing on the side and then also Shelby Raptor there at the back. Now another big difference is bumpers. You guys can see the stock bumper here with the Raptor and also the exhaust notes. There's a pretty big difference. This is a lot louder than the Shelby Raptor over here, but you can see the bumper on the Shelby Raptor again with the lights added in. Definitely has more of that off-roader appearance compared to the Raptor R. And then another big thing with the Shelby Raptor is you've got the 2 spare tires and wheels here in the bed. You also have bed liner and everything already with it. And then you've got this cool chase rack with the light bar there at the top. Whereas with the Raptor R, yeah, not a lot happening in the bed here. Now inside the Shelby Raptor, this is normal Gen 3 Raptor door panel stuff. You guys can see power side steps, but the seats are where things get kind of crazy. So you can see you've got these custom seats here with the Shelby Raptor. Now contrast that to the Raptor R and you can see this cool stitching that goes throughout, and you've got the carbon fiber there on the side. And then just blacked out seats. These are basically, well, the front seats are Recaros, but the back seats have a similar theme to the front seats with the Alcantara in the center. And if we pop over to the front of the Shelby Raptor, you can see the theme continues with the normal Gen 3 door panel, and then it's just darker gray trim right there. But here the front seats look really cool. It says Shelby Baja on it. And you can see the kind of bucket design. I will say these seats are a bit more comfortable than the Raptor R seats because they're just a bit softer. And then you've got these really nice pedals that they've added. And then you got tons of carbon fiber trim also around the steering wheel as well. You can see the Shelby signature there in the center console, and then more carbon fiber. But that's a big thing, is just a bunch of carbon fiber has been added to the interior. And then this is the loaded up Raptor, so you guys can see the big infotainment system. You got heated and ventilated seats. You got a big panoramic sunroof. It's got all of the features in here. And then popping over to the Raptor R, you can see again with the stitching there, that looks really cool. And then you've got these seats, a lot more neutral, right, with the coloration, but they're the Recaro bucket seats that you can get in the, well, they're standard in the Raptor R, but you can get them in a regular Raptor as well, just not black. And then I actually do like the carbon fiber in the Raptor a little bit more. Like the kind of matte finish, I think, looks cool. But yeah, again, loaded up Raptor interior here. So also look at the stitching in the steering wheel. That's pretty cool. You know, panoramic sun. You've got the big infotainment system. Again, the Raptor R comes with everything standard from the factory. Now, when it comes to pricing with current market valuations, both of these trucks are going for about $150,000. And so, yeah, the money is pretty much the same. And so it's not, you know, choosing between more expensive versus less expensive Raptor. It really is choosing between Shelby Raptor versus Raptor R. So with that being said, let's get some driving in and also listen to those exhausts too. We are going to start off in the Shelby Raptor first, and then we'll do Raptor R second. And again, a huge shout out to the Carl Malone Ford. I never thought this review would have been possible like just a year ago or so, because Shelby Raptors are so hard to find, and then Raptor R is also hard to find. So like actually being able to review either of those trucks is always difficult, but being able to review them at the same time, oh my gosh, it's, yeah, it just it's impossible. So super grateful. I think it's cool that they had both of these. So setting off, got the EcoBoost sound. Let's put it in Baja mode for the exhaust so we can really hear it roar. Do the roar. If you guys know the reference, you know the reference. But it's super comfortable. Now the thing about mud terrain tires is they are obviously great for mud terrain. On road, they do have a little bit more noise than all-terrain tires, and we'll kind of see that with the Raptor R. And then you do kind of feel it chunking at the road a little bit, so it does make the ride quality a little bit bumpier. Let's actually see what the tire pressure is at with this. If I remember right, I haven't been in a Raptor in a minute, but I think this is the right menu to go down. There we go. Yeah, I remembered properly. Oh yeah, tires are, I mean, this is a decent pressure for 37s. Not necessarily the best for fuel economy, but if you want the 37s to have a nice smooth ride, yeah, this is a good pressure to have it be at. But yeah, I mean, really comfortable ride in normal Raptor fashion. So we're gonna just punch it here in the EcoBoost. Whoa! Yeah, that definitely has a lot more torque. I was not expecting there to be, I might want to put the Raptor R in 4-wheel auto, to be honest, for the acceleration, because I was not expecting to get any sort of tire spinning like that. Sorry about that. Was not intentional. I should have known better though. 675 pound-feet of torque. So yeah, for like an EcoBoost Raptor, I think this is pretty good. We'll call it the EcoBeast in terms of the power with this. Yeah, the Shelby Raptor though, it drives well. I mean, it drives like a normal Gen 3 Raptor, so you don't really concede anything. And it's got this extra weight on it, but you don't feel the extra weight because it's got extra power. And so you basically have really cool looks with this truck, and again, you don't really concede anything with the drive. Even the chase rack, like, it doesn't add any extra wind noise, which I was surprised by. So anyways, with that being said, let's pop in the Raptor R. Well, setting off in the Raptor R, the V8 powered Raptor. And can I say, I'm excited for the 24 Raptor R to review one of those, because apparently it's going to have a little bit more power. It's going to have better shocks. It'll be exciting to see how that ends up feeling in the real world. But setting off, just to keep things equal, I'm going to keep this in two-wheel drive just like the Shelby Raptor, so that, yeah, just so I can be fair with it, like with the comparison in terms of the acceleration, because I want to be able to tell you guys if the trucks actually feel the same with the acceleration. If I don't have them in the same driveline select, I can't do that. But yeah, right off the bat, the ride quality is actually not as different as I expected it to be. I thought that those mud terrain tires, but let's see what pressure this one's at. But yeah, other than that, it's super comfy. Okay, so higher PSI. So I think that's, I bet if they're at the same PSI, this would be a little bit more comfortable, because this feels about the same as the Shelby Raptor and higher PSI. So yeah, so this is technically, theoretically, more comfortable with the ride quality, which makes sense, mud terrain versus all-terrain tires. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, the other thing is, even though that has more torque, this, with the supercharged V8, you feel it like right off the bat. It doesn't have the same, you know, turbocharged lag that you have with the other trucks. So I do think that's kind of an important difference to note between the trucks. So same thing as what we did with the Shelby Raptor. Okay. So could not even go full throttle, could not even attempt to go full throttle. So again, even though the Shelby Raptor claims to have more torque, the the rate at which this develops it is much quicker. So yeah, this feels more powerful. Just, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. This simply feels crazier, more powerful. I mean, it is this thing is amazing. And I just love, like, less than 2,000 RPMs, and it's just, you can't go wrong with a supercharged V8. You cannot go wrong, ever. So to cap things off, despite the fact that I like the look of the Shelby Raptor more, I think that it just objectively looks better with the chase rack and the hood and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go with the Raptor R for this comparison. I just, like, the driving experience, it's so much better with this V8. Let me know which one you'd pick.